Hey friends, you may remember a very recent inspirational and educational documentary that I created introducing you guys to various varieties of aircrafts. I actually thought about entering it into some film festivals, but I probably won't because that's not what it was about. It was about you guys, and it was about adding value to your lives. Well, get this. Apparently Will Ferrell sees it. And he contacts me and says that he thinks I'm absolutely hilarious. Will Ferrell. Here I am, just teaching the world about the history and the miracle of flight, but I guess something about my presence alone must exude this kind of indefinable quality that makes people laugh. It's a gift. Anyway, so he reaches out and he wants to know if he can come over and learn about comedy from me. Okay, I've never really done any sort of comedic performance, but sure, come, learn from me. So he's here today, but I'm not gonna lie to you friends, he looks terrible. Apparently he went to the hair salon yesterday to get his hair colored, but they missed a hair. And now his beautiful brown glow is being ravaged by a dull gray strand. Let that be a lesson to you, friends. It just takes one bold, faith-filled person to make a difference. Just like this one bold, faith-filled gray hair. Anyway, his salon is completely booked for the next 2.5 weeks. Kelsey, I may need to get him into you stat. He is completely self-conscious about it, refuses to take his hand away from his head. Ever. How is he even able to use a ruler to draw a straight line? Being very adept at knowing people, I know that the last thing Will needs right now is a comedy lesson. We'll put that on the back burner. I don't know. Maybe I am funny. In all seriousness, what he needs right now is food. Welcome to Michela's Cooking Adventures. Will, what's your favorite food to eat? He says French fries and country crock. I'm not making that. But everyone loves breakfast food, and I love, love, love French toast. So today, friends, we are making berry pocket eggy bread with pistachios, yogurt, honey, and cinnamon from the lovely Jamie Oliver. And it is super healthy because, you guys, we are fueling our God-given bodies well so that we can thrive to our fullest God-given potential. Plus, French fries and country crock. His world is crumbling. He needs tasty, wholesome food. Friends, there are certain moments in a person's life when a recipe just checks off everything on their list, and this is that for me. Healthy, delicious, eggy bread, fruit, nuts, fun, breakfast, check. But before we get going, Will, I would be absolutely honored if you would make this breakfast food with me. What? Okay, sweetie. He's feeling a little starstruck right now. It can happen. So he's just gonna stand back there and watch and learn with the rest of us. But Will, if you feel inclined at all at any point in our adventure to come join in, you're more than welcome. In the meantime, get ready to taste the most delicious food that you've ever had in your entire life. All right, berry pocket eggy bread with pistachios, yogurt, honey, and cinnamon. Eggy bread, you guys, is just another term for French toast, popular to say in the UK, and it's exactly like it sounds. Delicious bread, dipped in an eggy mixture, and then griddled to golden brown perfection. Let's go. Speaking from personal experience, friends, I want to give you a quick nugget of wisdom because I love you and I care about you and I want you to thrive. Starting at the beginning of this year, I developed a game-changing habit in which I decided that I was going to put all of my eggs into one basket. And let me tell you what, it has made all the difference in making my grocery store shopping trips more enjoyable and more efficient. I mean, juggling multiple baskets can build physical strength and agility, but honestly, at what cost? Everyone says don't put all of your eggs in one basket, but at this point in my life, I'm wondering why. So there you go. All right, first things first, we're gonna blitz our Eggy mixture together in a blender. You can use a blender, food processor, whatever you got, friends. And in here, we have 2 eggs, a dash of nutmeg, a dash of cinnamon, extra cinnamon, and a banana. Now, you guys, it's very, very, very important that you be nice to your bananas because you don't want to hurt their peelings. Will, I don't know if I made it clear, but I don't want any laughing at my jokes while we're making this recipe. Okay. I'm going bananas! That's what I say to my bananas whenever I leave the house. How can you easily spot an optimist? An older person buying green bananas at the grocery store. What do a banana and a helicopter have in common? Neither of them is a tennis player. They're not growing bananas any longer. Apparently, they're long enough already. Bananas are one of the greatest sources of potassium in the world. Do you want to hear a potassium joke? Okay. There have actually been some really interesting studies lately that are showing that a banana's favorite form of exercise is riding its Peloton bike. Chemical formula for banana. Memorize it now, thank me later. What did the banana say to the raspberry? Nothing, fruit can't talk. Okay, get going. My last banana just had to go to the hair salon. It had split ends. Why couldn't the banana cross the road? Because bananas can't walk. Look out for one on the street though, because they might make you fall and then you won't be able to walk across the road either. Okay. Yeah, just pick 2 and then edit the rest out. So that last one and then another one. Okay, egg mixture is looking beautifully smooth. Now friends, let's move on to the bread. For this recipe, you cannot use pre-sliced bread. We need thick cut pieces in order to be able to stuff it. So either get a house-made loaf at the store or make your own from scratch. This recipe calls for whole grain bread with seeds. I'm using cranberry walnut because that's what I've got. It's your adventure, friends. Run with it and use whatever bread you want. And we're gonna cut it into inch-thick slices, like so. Now that we've got our lovely slices, we need to create a berry pocket for our berries. So what we want to do is find the longest side of the loaf and cut a slit into it, and then gently wiggle your knife around inside the bread to create their little bread home. You want to be super intentional and delicate with this step because if you mess up, there's no going back. Failure is not an option. Will, I know raspberries are your favorites, so try to catch one. Ready? So close, so close. Okay, let's try it again. Try it again, try it again. A little more focus, a little more proactiveness. Ready? Okay. Okay, home renovations are done. Now we can gently stuff the raspberries inside. You guys, you want to stuff as many as you can, but again, be gentle because you don't want to tear the bread and ruin their little bread home. Otherwise, we're going to have to call Chip and Joanna Grains to come fix it up. Actually, that would be pretty cool if they came. I would like that. But don't tear your bread. All right, you guys, bread has been sliced and stuffed. Now it's ready to go into our eggy mixture. So we're gonna squash it in here so it soaks up all the eggs. Okay, you guys, have fun. And while that's happening, we can heat up a pan with a little oil on the stovetop. Butter works too. All right, pan's ready, bread's ready. Will, Can you hold this for a second? Thanks, Will. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour about half of the excess egg mixture into the pan first, and then we're gonna put our bread slice on top of that to create a lovely little pancake layer. This might have been a little much, but you know, we're gonna roll with it. So we're gonna let that go for 3 to 4 minutes until it's nice and golden. Flip it over, let it go another 3 to 4 minutes, and then we plate. All right, Will, you are going to loaf this. Oh, Will, are you all right? Are you all right? Check for pulse. Are you breathing? Are you breathing? We need to loosen all restrictive clothing and raise your legs above your heart to increase blood flow to the brain. Stay calm. Stay calm. Well, good news is Will is resting comfortably and he is going to be okay. Okay, this has been a bit of a treacherous journey, but here we are and we're ready to put it all together. So we're going to do a little cross slice of our French toast, eggy bread. Give it a nice little dollop of Greek yogurt. Yum, yum, yum. Come in with the crushed pistachios on top. And last but not least, a healthy drizzle of honey. And all that's left to do, friends, is eat. Almost forgot, an extra dusting of cinnamon over the top. And there you have it, friends. Berry pocket eggy bread with pistachios, yogurt, honey, and cinnamon. Will, what do you think? Speechless. Give it a try, friends. You know, well, it was said in a movie, but you really are more beautiful than Cinderella, and you have a face like sunshine. I think that your hair looks beautiful. It's your mustache that could use a little help. Honestly, Will, I believe that you are marked by God for purpose, for impact, for transformation. God has something that he wants to get to this world through you, and you're not going to reach your full God-given potential if you're insecure in who he made you to be. So be confident in who God uniquely created, called, chose you to be. Embrace that gray hair there and walk in confidence that you are unconditionally loved and filled with God-given purpose. Was this cooking adventure a success? Well, let's see. I made Will Ferrell laugh so hard that he fell down and almost broke his neck. So I killed. Almost. And he became confident in who God created him to be, so yes.